Western Slope, baby.
Oh, baby!
Dude, there's 4 of them! Oh my god!
Whoa! Dude! Oh my god! Sky!
Oh my god.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Skyler here with Western Slope Fur Takers. We're doing a little bit of a different episode here today. We're going to be making it more of a podcast. And main reason is we've just got a bunch of new stuff for next season. We're super excited to put it up for you guys. But first off, we just kind of want to recap on last season. Jarrett and I, we ended up taking about 8 bobcats and over 30 coyotes. A lot of them weren't on film, and the main reason because of that was Jarrett was in his last season of high school football. So I was doing a lot of hunting myself. We weren't able to get everything on video because I'm out there on my own. So we did basically all the stuff that you guys saw the last couple episodes, besides the night hunting, was self-filmed. So that's why everything was kind of jumpy and things like that, and it's just because I was behind the camera, I was running the call, and I was the shooter, so a lot of different stuff going on. But like I said, we were super successful. 30 plus coyotes, 8 bobcats, a handful of fox. It was just a really good season last year. Right now, I just want to thank all of you guys for liking our Instagram page, or for liking our Instagram pictures. Thank you for commenting and liking our YouTube videos as well. Without you guys, we probably wouldn't be posting this stuff on YouTube. We'd probably just keep it for ourselves. We're not getting big numbers on our YouTube by any means. We're not getting big numbers on our Instagram page, but we just appreciate the support that we are getting. So big thanks to you guys. We're going to continue on with another season, and we hope you guys enjoy it. So what's coming for this season? Recently I've been listening to a lot of Steve Kreiner's podcasts. He actually has an app that he uses. It's called the Dog Soldier Tactical Predator Hunter Podcast. That's kind of what it looks like right there. Like I said, it's in the App Store. Just go under Dog Soldier in the App Store, and his app should come up. He posts all of his podcasts. He posts videos and stuff on there. Super awesome, super informational. I think his first 3 episodes were with Rich Higgins, and they went kind of all over the biology of the coyote and things of that nature. Super awesome. But just going back over it, he is not with Flextone Game Calls anymore, so he's making his own hand calls, and now he's on this big hand call kick right now, and now he's challenging people like us to go out and hand call versus just using the electronic caller. We're gonna start doing that. We're gonna try and start hand calling more. We've got a bunch of different hand calls that we have. We have 2 from Les Johnson, Predator Quest. We have a Primos. We have a bunch of Fox Pro diaphragms. I have 2 of Steve's calls right now when he was with Flextone. So I have the K9 Killer and one of his howlers. I can't remember the name of it, but we do have the K9 Killer. I just ordered the 1C of the Legendary series off of Steve's website today, and then I also ordered 2 diaphragm howlers from MFK. So we're gonna try and use all of them. Obviously, right now, because Steve's challenging people like us to go out and do some hand calling, I'm probably gonna start off with this Flextone stuff, depending on when the new calls come in. So yeah, that's one of the changes coming for next season. The second change, which was kind of a leap for Jarrett and I, is we are going to be using a new caliber for the day hunting seasons. So we did a lot of research when we were trying to come up with this new caliber. We looked more in depth at the 223. We looked more in depth at the 22-250. We looked at the 6.5 Grendel and the 6.5 Creedmoor. We looked at the 224 Valkyrie. And basically, we ended up picking the 224 Valkyrie. Nothing against any of those other calibers. Obviously, we've used the AR 223 before. We will still continue to use the 22-250 for our night hunting. But as we just kind of went through, we felt that the Valkyrie fit our style of hunting a little more. We wanted that semi-automatic platform for the day hunting because, I mean, our very first episode we called in 4 coyotes and we only killed 1. Jared did have the AR style platform, but I was just behind the camera, so I didn't even get to shoot. But that was what we kind of like for the day hunting. We like that semi-automatic platform. For the night hunting, you pretty much only get 1 shot anyway, so we like the bolt action. We like the, it's just a more accurate rifle. Any kind of bolt action will beat any semi-automatic rifle any day of the week. So we're going to stick with what we know for the night hunting for now. And for day hunting, we're going to go to the 224 Valkyrie. Now, one thing that we did notice with the Valkyrie is there's not a lot of varmint bullets out there. Nosler makes the 60 grain ballistic tip and the 62 grain Varmageddons. One of the reasons we picked the Valkyrie is because we wanted the heavier bullet. We have shot coyotes in the past with the 223, but we kind of wanted something with a little more smackdown power. And so that's what we're hoping to get with the Valkyrie. We hunt in Utah a lot of the time for the coyote bounty. And so, we like that semi-automatic platform. We want that heavier bullet. So that was why we went with the 224 Valkyrie. Our barrels are 1 6.5 twist, so they can support the heavier bullets. And so right now, Jarrett and I ended up pretty much going to reloading almost right off the bat. I mean, we broke our barrels in, and then we just started making reloads. My load right now is the 88 grain Hornady ELD match with 24.5 grains of the varmint powder, and then Jarrett's load is the 80 grain Hornady ELD match with either 25 or 25.5 grains of Reloader 15. Now, if you guys are going to reload, you really need to do your due diligence. We did tons and tons of research before we started doing this because you can't know everything before you start reloading. I mean, it's just, there's a million different ways, there's a million different forums out there that are going to tell you how to do it, but you just want to make sure that you're pushing the right amount of powder behind your bullet, because if you get too much, it could blow up your gun, and if you get too little, you might not push the bullet all the way through your barrel, and then, you throw another round in, barrel blows up. So just make sure that you guys are being safe out there when you're reloading. Now, I'm not going to go too much more in depth than that because, like I said, we don't know everything. We just know what we've researched, and it's been a huge experimentation process throughout the whole, off-season is kind of what we've been working on. Now, if you look at our Instagram page, you're going to see that I was hitting 500 yards pretty much with ease. On the Valkyrie, we had some crazy wind that day. And in my opinion, that's why I didn't hit it 5 out of 5 times. I was having to put it pretty far to the left in order for the bullet to go down and hit that gong. But that was a huge confidence builder for us for the Valkyrie. Another thing I want to talk about for the new season is we added a new pro staff member. Jax is going to be a huge asset to us. He is going to help us get more film. He's going to be another guy behind the rifle. He's going to be another set of eyes to help us spot these coyotes. And we're super excited to get him on. It's going to be a great addition to the Western Slope Fur Taker family, and we're super excited to have him come on. So now I just kind of want to go over kind of how this whole thing started. So I was working at a job that, if other people that I worked with or customers knew kind of what I did, we could have potentially lost the company business, or I could have lost my job. So we started Western Slope Fur Takers on Instagram mainly to just keep our names out of it and still be able to post our pictures. We were super proud of what we were doing. I am still very proud of what we do. I grew up on a farm out in Loma, raised Texas Stall bighorn sheep. We raised fallow deer, turkeys, pheasants, quail, chukar. We've even got a handful of rowan ducks out there, and we've seen pretty much just about everything get killed out there. We've seen, a pack of coyotes come out and kill, 6 deer in a night. We've seen coyotes come out and kill a handful of sheep in a night. Coyotes are by far our number one nuisance predator that we have experienced, but we've also had bobcats come kill turkeys. We've had raccoons kill turkeys. We have had bobcats, fox, skunks, weasels, you name it, get into our flight pens and kill a whole flight pen of pheasants in one night. And just for educational purposes, we normally put about 150 birds in a flight pen at one time. And so that is a huge knock on us because it's just a loss. That's all it is. It's just a wash. We don't get any money for that. The state doesn't reimburse us whatsoever. So basically, to protect everything that we own, basically, is we have to predator hunt. I mean, that's the long and short of it. My main thing, the biggest reason I got into this, the sheep are not the greatest parents sometimes, and there was a set of twins born one night, and the mom chose to only take care of one. I got home and I had a lamb running the fence, soaking wet. It fell in the ditch, and I knew that if I didn't take it in, it was either going to A, freeze to death overnight, or it was going to call in a coyote because it was just crying running up and down that fence. So what I ended up doing is I took it in, I bottle fed it since the day it was born up until you could wean it, and I got to see it go into adulthood. Within a couple months of releasing it back with the herd, I had some coyotes come in, killed a handful of those sheep, and my lamb was one of them. And so it really cut deep on me because literally I spent every single day with this lamb until I put it back with the herd. And so that was just kind of the switch flip for me, I guess you could say. So it's an every weekend thing. My wife even thought I was a little crazy because that was what I did every weekend. Basically, when I first started, it was from October through February. Every weekend I was out predator hunting. I mean, I did not do well whatsoever. I think my first coyote didn't come until the next December. My whole first season, I absolutely sucked. I would call them in, and then I would get so excited I'd miss. I'd have them come up and take a look at me, and then I moved too much, and then they left. I didn't play the wind. They winded me. I mean, just mistake after mistake was made. And I was using my dad's old Fox Pro at the time, and my very first coyote I killed, December 26th, it was the day after I got my Fox Pro Shockwave for Christmas. And it was the greatest feeling ever. It was so cool. And the funny thing is I had called in coyotes that my dad actually shot the very first coyote I ever called in. My dad and I both went out. I watched Fox Pro Fur Takers. I put the call in the bush. I started playing some sounds, and I had a coyote come in, and my dad ended up shooting it. I didn't even see it. I was facing the complete opposite way. So the very first coyote I ever called in, I didn't even get to shoot. When I finally had that success, it was just an awesome feeling. I mean, long and short of it, it was one of the greatest feelings I ever had in my life. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from any big game hunter, any waterfowl hunter, any upland game hunter, but I'm telling you right now, I've done all of those hunts, and nothing has gotten me more excited than taking out a predator. Over the years, I started watching more YouTube videos. I started researching more. I started paying attention to what the coyotes were doing as I was calling them in. I started paying more attention to the coyotes that I didn't call in, and I think that was my biggest thing, was just watching exactly what they did. Why didn't I call that coyote in? Well, I did move a lot. Why didn't I call that coyote in? The wind was bad. Or the wind shifted on me. And so just watching their body language is a huge thing for me. And so, that was why last year, us killing 30 coyotes, that was our best season ever. The first season that Jarrett and I ever did, We did not kill one coyote all season. We did not kill one coyote. We had plenty of opportunities, and it just didn't happen for us. So the videos that you guys see, that's why they're so spread out. I mean, we are not the greatest hunters of all time. We're just not, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we are. What we do is we just, we go out there, we hunt on the weekends. We're just weekend warriors, just like, 99% of all other predator hunters. We go out on the weekends and we do our best, and we're lucky enough to have a bunch of great sponsors, and especially with Kopfjäger, which is actually what this is being filmed on right now, is a Kopfjäger tripod. We are going to be able to start getting more footage, especially once again with adding jacks. We're going to have one guy that is strictly for filming, and we're going to have 2 shooters. Now, the filmer is going to have the Kopfjäger tripod, so he is still going to have the opportunity to shoot, but his number one priority while on the stand is going to be to get good footage. So we're super happy that we get to bring that to you guys. So let's go over kind of just how we got our sponsors. Like I said, when we first uploaded, when we first created Western Salt Fur Takers, it was on Instagram. And we had a company contact us and just say, hey, we like what you guys are posting. Would you guys like a website? We jumped on the opportunity. Yeah, that would be so cool. They made it for us, and that's actually the website that we run right now. They did a great job in creating it. It looks awesome. The only downfall of it is I have no clue what happened to him. My contact, I don't know if he disconnected his phone or what. We just have no idea what happened to him. They just fell off the face of the earth. I think their website is still up and running, but trying to get a hold of somebody there is absolutely impossible. Whether it's giving them a phone call or live chatting, it's just, you're not going to get a hold of them. So that was a great first sponsor for us. They actually helped hook us up with Hunting Buddy about a month later. It's an awesome app that you can download on your phone. It has the moon phases, it has your GPS, it has weather in it that's broken down into different hours. So there's one that's just right now what the weather is, there's one that's the next 72 hours, there's one that's the next 5 days, and it goes through what the wind is going to be. It goes through the temperature, it goes through the barometric pressure. It is super cool. We love it. We use it every time we go out, especially the moon phase when we're night hunting, because we really pay attention to that. And the main reason behind that is if it's going to be a full moon, it's going to be a super bright night, we're going to hunt more in canyons so that way the predators aren't going to be able to see us as easy. If it's going to be a super dark night and it's going to be one of those crescent moons, hunt more of the flat is what we end up doing. We hunt more rolling hills, but if it's going to be a bright night, we absolutely hunt in the canyons so that we are not spotted as easily. Later on in the year, Kopfjäger started liking some of our pictures, so I sent him a direct message. I said, hey, what kind of sponsorship opportunities do you guys have? They said that they liked our stuff, but obviously we are not as big as some of the guys that they do sponsor, so they were able to kind of get us a minor discount, and so that's why we end up having the Kopfjäger tripod along with the Reaper grip and the swivel ball joint so that we can mount the camera to the tripod. The next sponsor really hit home with us, Hunt Lights. We use their product every single night that we go out and night hunt. Every single kill that we had last season was from the Hunt Light. That was an awesome product for us to get. We absolutely love the relationship that we have with Hunt Lights, and we are super excited to see what they come out with in the future. It is just an awesome product, especially in those states that have outlawed thermal and night vision optics, I guess. But yeah, we like the red light. Nothing against anybody that hunts with the white light or the green light. We just think the red works better for us. But they offer both of those different colors as well. So we just want to put that out there. The nice thing about us is the fact that we don't go after anybody or say yes to anybody that we wouldn't use their product. I believe Hunting Buddy's app is free in the App Store, so that's pretty much a no-brainer for anybody. I mean, download it, it's awesome. Kopfjäger, we use it every single time we go out, especially we're going to utilize it a lot more this year. one of the steadiest tripods on the market. Hunt lights, I mean, that's pretty much a no-brainer for us. Super affordable, super clear light. It is just, it's awesome. We absolutely love it. Hunter Fisher, they made a great website for us, but unfortunately I have no clue what is going on there. So anyways, that kind of wraps it up for me. Like I said, this next season is going to be awesome. We're going to try and hand call a lot more. We're going to use a variety of hand calls. Every kill that we have, we are going to let you know what we used. So if it's the Fox Pro, we may not let you know the exact sound that we use, but we are going to use a variety of different stuff for this upcoming season, and we are really looking forward to using the Valkyrie and seeing what those ELD match bullets are going to do. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to Jarrett and I that you guys watch our videos, you like our videos, you comment on our videos. We love the fact that you guys like our Instagram pictures. I can't say thank you enough. Our page is not big by any means, but thanks to you guys, we feel confident in what we're doing, and we're gonna keep going in that direction. One other thing that we are hoping to do in the future, I don't know if it'll be something that we do this year, but apparel. We are gonna start trying to sell apparel within the next year or two. I'm actually wearing one of our shirts right now. I'm sure you guys have seen some of our sweatshirts on the Instagram page. Let me grab it real quick. So this is what our sweatshirts kind of look like right here. And then on the backs we normally have like some kind of funny saying or something like that. But I actually do all the screen printing myself. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. All the screen printing is done by me. So let me know if that is something you guys would want. I mean, we do make a couple of other ones. Like I said, I'm sure you've seen them on the Instagram page. That is something that we are going to look at possibly doing, mainly because there's not a lot of people out there that make shirts like that. So if you guys would want shirts like that, comment on the YouTube video, comment on the Instagram page, do something to let me know, because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to go into business if we're only going to sell a handful of shirts. You know, Uncle Sam is pretty strict on basically any kind of profit I make. So that could speed up the process a little bit. If you guys say, you know, yes, we want these shirts, let me know. Maybe we can figure out something that we can do here within the next season before we actually get the whole thing up and running officially. But let me know if you guys want that. With that being said, that's about all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am super excited for the next season. I hope you guys are as well. Western Slope, baby.